Guys, today our team like to talk about VR or visual reality. What is VR? VR is the user computer technology to create a simulated environment. Unlike the traditional user interface, VR places the user inside the experience. Instead of viewing a scene in form of the term, users are immersed with the VR and able to interact with the 3D object.
Okay, VR is used more in medical training, and it gives them, uh, it gives patients a therapeutical environment. When they put their headsets, they will explore in a new world that is generated virtually, and they are more prone to release their stress in the virtual world, and it calms themselves.
Okay, so on to the next question. What is the why they decided to use the VR?
They decided to use VR because nowadays we don't have enough time to do practicals, and study has shown that uh, graduates that uses VR as their training are more ready to operate a patient in the operation room, more compared to those who did not use VR to operate their patients earlier. Okay, this has shown a lot more positive side to those who uses VR, especially those who uses it uh, as a medical treatment.
The last question is what are the advantages and disadvantages of a VR?
Okay, there are a few advantages and disadvantages of using VR applications. Um, for the advantage part, it is more efficient for them to use VR in medical training, and it is much safer because it it is virtual. So none of those that implicates the a real patient when they use VR. Other than that, they can use it in a daily basis, means they can train everywhere, every time when they have the free time to use the VR to train themselves before they do the real practical work in the operation room. Okay, next one. Moving on to the disadvantageous part. So VR, as we all know, it's very high on cost, especially to obtain the VR sets, the tools, the applications. It needs a lot amount of money, and um, it is hard to simulate very accurate a very accurate virtual environment um, when you make a VR application. Okay, next is when you use VR, even though you have more training inside the virtual world, it does not uh, it is not real. So the stress when it comes to the real thing, it's much more different when you are doing it virtually.
VR technology is new. Being a relatively new technology, VR technology is clearly just beginning to take off. There are companies manufacturing their own VR headsets, but they are still not as big as other products that are meant to entertain. Aside from limited option, one more thing that is worth nothing about the current state of the VR is the fact that content is limited, as well as the applications. Most of the product available on the market today are targeted to gamers and mostly exclusive to high-end buyers because of its expensive price. Powerful computer and smartphone will be required to render the effects that are anticipated. From Oculus Rift, for instance, a powerful video card is needed for the computer, something you might not have at home, making the VR technology inapplicable. The next challenge is VR design. In addition, there are also challenges when it comes to aesthetic. Today's VR headset look almost entirely the same. They are bulky and they look silly. Manufacturers must find a way in order to make the design more aesthetically pleasing. Second, VR headset should be affordable. Manufacturers will also be challenged to make VR headset more affordable so that more people will be able to purchase it. Most of the models currently available are just too expensive for average buyers. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, the challenge is to find more application. It is currently being centered on game-based application. It also been recently talked about because being used for watching porn. Manufacturers are challenged to come up with creative ways in order to increase the usefulness of such a promising device. Thank you.
In the future research of VR, in a coming year, VR it will be used more and more to improve the accuracy and effectiveness of current product and achieve the capability of the human being. Quick example, the potential of VR in the healthcare sector is harsh, limited only by the creativity and ingeniously of true creative and applying the technology. In my opinion about VR application, visual reality play an important role in improving the performance of medical group. Visual reality tool can be improved by solution for the effectiveness user for training the medical group and useful for training tool.